So let me try to explain again how I feel about Umar versus Marab. The question was asked about both fights, the co-main and the main, and I don't think I did a good job because I condensed it all down. But the bottom line is this: Umar's on a hype train right now. I would equate it to the same type of hype train that Mike Tyson was on. And the reason those hype trains are so important is because fighting is so mental, right? God willing, by now, guys like Umar and Marab come into the ring 100% conditioned, 100% able to do what they can do in their areas of fighting, right? There's very little left for improvement, hopefully, with each of them. They've reached their top level in each thing. Now, is Marab a grade A boxer? Of course he's not. But you know what? That's what makes MMA so exciting. It's the holes that are left in the game. Umar's got that Mike Tyson, Catskill, Customato, a hype train going from his family, from who he trains with, from Khabib, and from oh God, I want to call him Israel. It's not Israel. It's Islam. Excuse me. So Marab's got that work cut out for him. That having been said, Marab has been actually unbeatable as he uses his unique blend of grappling with his unique blend of striking to make it work in MMA. And that's the thing, and I think we saw this really well with Mackenzie Dern. Mackenzie Dern didn't strike like an A-class striker. She struck just enough to set up her jiu-jitsu to make her shine in the areas she's good at. And that's what Marab does. Not that he's a great striker, it's that he strikes enough to be able to set up his takedowns, submissions, and ground and pound to get people out of there. And what do I think is going to happen? Again, it's a pick'em, guys. Could Marab rise to the top and take away Umar's shine? Could it be Randy Couture versus Vitor Belfort? Absolutely. Could it be the young star coming in and taking out the old guard? Of course, that could happen too. It really depends who enforces their will. And because fighting is so absolutely mental, which is the whole point of this video to begin with, it's anybody's guess. I mean, on the day of, who shows up? Who comes to the cage that night and enforces their will on the other opponent. Sometimes you come in and have a grade A performance, but guess what? Your opponent had the same grade A performance and it didn't work out for you. And that is the in-between that we call luck. Guys, there's no promises in the fight game. Look at what happened to Jaime Munguia versus that Frenchman. He got knocked out in the 6th round against a guy who only had 4 knockouts on his record. Could something like that happen here? Well, they're both a lot more well thought of than that Frenchman was. So I think Umar versus Marab is a grade A matchup versus an old lion, so to speak, versus a young contender. And we'll just have to see how it mixes on the night of. Read my book, Warrior of the Light.